You literally can't make this up. 4th floor, room number 33. This is the second time they gave me a master number. First one was 11. Hold up. First one. Oh my God, girl. Please. First one, as I was saying, was 11. Now they gave me 33. This time. Can't make this up. Like, the numbers is everywhere. The numbers, you can't get away from it. This room is facing this way now. The other one was going the other way. But this time I got my clothes. I got more clothes this time. And I got some munchies, some snacks and stuff to eat. So now I can change. Got everything back. Okay, and this room looked like it got a microwave. I don't remember the other one having a microwave. But yeah. It's cool, you know. That is same thing pretty much. Just facing a different angle. Man, this shit's so cozy though. Just in general, like I've been just straight up manifesting. Like I'm just straight up manifesting. I'm just harnessing the energy of like of my environment and just where I'm at. I'm manifesting more moments of like this where I'm able to just extend myself, where I am stable, where I am comfortable, where I'm just here. You get what I'm saying? Just at peace. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm all to myself. It's nice, quiet. I got my books now. I can indulge in my books, my writing this time. So it's gonna be a little bit different. I gotta do some reports. I gotta make some reports. Gotta do some paperwork done. I still got shit to do. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I still need to rest my soul. Because my soul is literally, it's just always at work. Here's the thing. I had this revelation, right? So the thing is, the way how I operate is mainly off of just energy. I tell people this, like, yo, like I'm literally just, I'm operating solely off of cellular energy right now. Like I'm not even really in my head like how I was. Like I don't want to be in my head anymore. It doesn't really get me far just sticking inside of my head. I like to extend myself to my fire counterpart. That's where I benefit most at. That's where I gain more at. Not just necessarily just straight up just thinking and overthinking and just the overconsumption of just thoughts and dreaming and things like that. And it's not to say that's necessarily a bad thing, but I just find that I just don't find value within overindulging in that. And that's where I'm at right now, just extending myself to my sun fire counterpart. All right, so therefore it's a little bit different for me as far as how I operate within this world. For me, it's more so from the neck and up. A lot of people, it's I would even extend it further to the heart. But if I was to really specify what exactly is pulsing the most, is operating the most, I would really say from the brow and up, the brow to the crown and up. So that's why I move very differently. I think very differently, and like, people are just so confused as to what the F am I doing? What is she doing? What is she thinking? Why is she, like, people just don't know. People just don't understand, right? And that's okay. Like, I'm just, like, I know, like, it's very unconventional. It's very non-traditional. It's very unseen, uncommon. I get that. But what you need to get is that everybody is different. You feel me? Everybody is different, and generation after generation, right? Something's got to change. Something from that previous generation has got to change, and so on and so forth. Like, even my generation, the next generation coming up, they're going to see flaws within my generation, and they're going to want to change shit. This happens every single generation. So it's like, you can't inflict the same cycle. You can't, or expect the same cycles, patterns to just exist on forever in a straight line, because that's not what the case is going to be. It's just what it is, right? So therefore, I do things very differently. I think very differently. I move very, when I say different, I'm talking about in an unconventional way, in a non-traditional way, right? Because I'm not operating from below. I'm not a naturally, the thing is, I'm not of the earth in a way, in a sense of, routine, in a sense of just staying down and I'm in the air, I'm in the clouds, I'm up above. You can't really tie that down. No matter how much you try, no matter how much you want to, you can't really tie that shit down. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's why I have to do things differently, right? And this is like people, and this, I know there's people out there that are like, that can understand and feel where I'm coming from, or that are gonna resonate with this. But this is what it's like, though. Like, it's different, and people, like, you can't just expect everybody to just have the same exact blueprint and it's gonna work. Like, yes, this blueprint worked for this individual, but it's not gonna be the case for the next. You get what I'm saying? And I'm aware, I realize that I don't really go far. I don't get anywhere from copy and pasting from people. I tried, I've seen what it was like. It didn't really get me anywhere. Sometimes it might not even be what you're intrigued into, or it might not be a part of the purpose. It might not be a part of the mission to even begin with. So it's like, you got to know what you're doing at the same time. You know what I'm saying? You got to know what you're doing, know the purpose, the point in things, and just, you know what I'm saying? Because I know if I go down this path, I know if I go down this route, it's like, it's not something that is necessarily in me. Like, it might be in them. You feel me? Like, I have my gifts, you have your gifts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have our own different gifts. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like, you got this factor going on, I got this factor going on. So in my case, right, as far as operating from neck above, or brow above, heart above, as far as operating that way, right? Being in the air, utilizing the air element, utilizing the water element. I'm somebody that grounding is very important. And grounding can consist of many aspects, can consist of different routines. You can call it routines, you can call it forms, right? So in my case, right, I need to sit my tail down. I need to breathe, right? I need to breathe, not only breathe, but it's a matter of the environment that I'm breathing within. Breathing in these earth elements. Thing is, grounding and earth are synonymous as far as the elements, as far as the practice, the practicality. You combine these together, and that is how you connect and be in tune with the physicality of the world, with the resources of the world. All right? So that's pretty much where I'm at, being air. Air is all over the place. Air is uncontained. Air is unpredictable. It's everywhere, right? And I'm aware of that. I know some people might see that, like, she's all over. She's everywhere. Where is she? You know what I'm saying? It's the air. And that's the key, like, just in general, understanding people for who they are, for what they are, and accepting, like, certain things you just can't change. You just have to work with what's there, work with your gifts already as is. Like, I can't force myself to, I can't necessarily force this, like, unrealistic routine of, say, practicality, whereas it has to be a ritual. It's a ritual, not a routine, right? See, the earth and the water, it's a routine, it's a flow, it's a cycle, it's the precipitation, it's all of the earth elements, as far as the earth, as far as the water just being harmonious and cycling. It's the ocean, it's the rivers, the lakes, all of that, all of the physicality of this earth, right? And the thing is, this is all going on harmoniously, right? It's all going on harmoniously. The thing is, air is not necessarily harmonious. You're going to see it blowing away. You're going to see it, it's just stagnant. It's no wind. You're going to see harsh winds. You're going to see no winds. It's going to go 5 miles per hour, 40 miles per hour. It's unpredictable, right? So you have to put a ritual on that. You have to contain. I don't use that word contain because you can't necessarily hold it down. You can't really hold air. But I'm saying in a way where it's intentional. Be intentional about the element of the air, right? The intention, right? Because I can sit here and I can let the cold air blow on my skin and I can react to it, right? Or I could go out in the sun, let the sun, heat waves penetrate my skin, and I could not react to it. I could choose to react to either or I could choose not to react to it, right? In a way of uncomfortability or pleasantness, right? Thing is, it's a matter of that acknowledgement and the intent of how the wind is affecting you. How do you let it affect you? And where does it take you? You see me? Sometimes I just let the wind blow me away. Just let the wind blow me away to my destination. Right? And what's guiding me is the water. You know, I don't know. This sounds a little interpersonal, but I'm sure some of you are gonna be able to resonate and feel this, because this is just all elements at this point. You know what I mean? My gifts is up here. It's not the excessive labor, the excessive hard work. I've done that before. I've done that already. But watch this. It's all from the throat up. Is my gift. Is my power. And initially, people aren't going to see that. It's here up. 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 People aren't going to see that. Initially, you're going to be like, what? And the thing is, we can have all the elements within us. It's not to say that you're just this one thing. It's just this one thing that's part of you that you can't change. No. Not what I'm saying. I'm a being of every element, really. But we have elements that are more so prominent, more so potent, more so shining than others. They shine more than others. You get what I'm saying? So it's just a matter of working with your elements and not going against it, not really copying something else. I mean, once you know that that's gonna work for you too, but it's just like certain things. It's just like, this is their blueprint. You just gotta make your own, and that's just where I'm at. I'm making my own blueprint. I'm writing my own story. This is my story. It doesn't really help to just copy and paste every time. I'm not gonna say it never works. I'm just saying, like, you can't always copy and paste. And everybody's different. I mean, we all know this, don't we? But can we accept it though? See, I accept everyone for who they are. I accept the way how you think. And I don't really intend or wish to change that. You would think however you want to think. You can feel however you want to feel. You can even disagree with me. It's great. It's great that you have your own mind. That's great that you have your own opinion. But the stars are gonna still revolve regardless. Revolve. And everything is it's already written. It's just a matter of following your path, your soul, your mission. And sometimes, other people might be a part of it. And that's great. Yeah, like the collective can join you as well. It can be a part of it as well. And that's great. Because they don't always got it. Not everybody's path is gonna just have to do with themselves, with self. You get what I'm saying? But some people's path is gonna revolve around that. Or theme, rather. We all got a different theme. We all got themes. We're all just graduating. These lives are just graduation. We're just graduating. We're just in school right now. That's all it is. Like, that's why I don't really I'm just pressed on, just growing and evolving, you know. You know, one thing I could say I really got going on for myself, I'm very extremely spiritually inclined, like to the T. Like, nothing goes unnoticed with me. But I'm out here, I'm collecting all of this data, all of this information, all of this sources that are just coming to me. I have to process this. I have to process, I have to reflect, I have to recharge. And this is where the grounding aspect comes into play. Grounding within greenery, grounding within the earth, within nature, writing, journaling, containing those thoughts. Those thoughts are unpredictable. The mind is unpredictable. So containing the flow and just the randomness, containing it, putting it in one place on a pen and pad. That is a form of grounding. Affirming to yourself, affirming your life for what it is, what it will be. These are aspects of grounding. And some people might do this naturally. It might come naturally. Some people you don't even gotta do the breathing. You don't even gotta do the writing. You know, some people it's just in them. You get what I'm saying? But I have this purpose. I have a purpose that's just so, I wouldn't even say purpose. It's just the type of being I am, really. And not many people can really sit. I feel like it's just an experience where you just have to really be in. You have to just experience that shit to really fully like feel it or understand. And that's what, like, confusion just makes people you know, a lot of times confusion might make people agitated. It might make people just feel puzzled, feel, you know what I'm saying? But even if you don't understand, it's okay. Because the thing is, not everything we're even supposed to understand. It's way too much in this life. It's way too much in this world to see, to know, to do. You wouldn't even finish in a lifetime. That's how we have multiple lives to fully grasp I don't even know if I could say the entire, because like it's just way too grand. It's just way too huge. This is why we have multiple lives, because it's just so much to this world. This is why we come back to graduate, to learn, to grow, to develop our souls, and then we get these numbers. We're assigned these numbers. You think these numbers is here for nothing? A lot of us, these numbers been here since we were little. We didn't even know, before we even were aware, like these numbers was always there. Telling us, reminding us rather, who we are. I had a favorite number when, I don't know, when we were little, I was one of those kids, I had a favorite number. One of them was 8, the number 8. And now as my body grew a little bit, man, you know how deep that number is. You know how dark that number is? You know how profound? And this is one number. And then it came back to me like, okay, this is what this number means. Number 8. Infinite. Transformation. Change. Life. Death. Rebirth. Now you just saw a master number out there. Like, they just keep giving me master numbers at this point. First they gave me the 11. Now they gave me the 33. Like, at this point, like, it's all there. And you see the messages come in different forms, in different ways for different people. You feel me? Like, some people, it might not be numbers. It might be other forms of symbolism. It might be colors. It might be a place. It might be a feeling. It's different for everybody. You might be analytical. You might be rational. You might be sensitive, energy sensitive. Empathic. Whatever your gifts may be, it's how you absorb, or rather, how you perceive the message. Everybody's different. Like, come on, like, people be trying to, I'm telling you, because I've had I had experiences, right? Right? I met somebody that met a lady that told me, tried to tell me, she's like, yeah, you're holding, she's like, yeah, she's like, when's the last time you cried? I'm like, maybe when I ate some mushrooms. And I proceeded on to say that crying, not something that I do frequently. Like, I know there's people out there that they cry like maybe every day, once a day, every week, every other day. And me, I'm just not really like that. But that's not to say that I don't feel anything. It's not to say that there's nothing there, no emotion. It's just a matter of how I process, how I express myself, right? So, you know, therefore she's just like, oh, well, if you don't, well, you're just holding on. And it's just like, I don't really know. I don't feel that way. I mean, you might personally feel that way if you don't let it out, and it's just gonna be like held on to. But it's like, for me, I process emotions very differently. Rather, I would say, untraditionally, unconventionally, right? And like I said, it's not to say that I don't feel. And this is a misconception that people have of me. Like they might look at me like, oh, she has no feelings or shit. Cause just because I don't exaggerate my emotions, like, yeah, like I could be mad, I could be angry, but my face expression is blank. I could be happy, my face expression is blank. You see, because the thing is, the outside, the external is not, the external being it's not always synonymous with the internal being. Like, okay, I look this way on the outside, that's not to say that there's nothing going on the inside. It's blank or empty on the inside. You don't know what the heck I'm feeling. You don't know what am I thinking. Therefore, you can't just go based solely off of the external. You get what I'm saying? Like I could be laughing right now in my head, and it's like, but this is my face though. But I'm really excited though. This is my face. This is my excited face. And it's not to say that I have an RBF. I'm just saying, like, my face could be, I could make any expression. It doesn't gotta be blank. I'm just saying, like, don't be fooled by the physicality of life, of things, of people. You get what I'm saying? Like, at this point, this is where you read energy right here. This is energy reading. All right. At this point, this is where you need to learn how to read energy. Because if you don't know how to read energy, you're just going based off of the physicality and the looks of things, right? So as far as processing emotions, as far as processing melancholy feelings, right? Ooh. First off, I don't even think I would be around people like during a state like that, right? This is something that I have to face on my own. I'm not gonna necessarily run to somebody or a thing, or like, as far as like even if it's like an animal or something, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll go outside, I'll go where there's a lot of green at, or I'll go at the highest point that I can find in the mountain, and I process however way I process, however way I have to. I gotta breathe, I gotta walk, write, journal, however way, to release the big thing is the breathing part. Like, the breathing can get you so far. Can get you so far within healing. Seriously. It's all types of techniques when it comes to breathing, and depthness when it comes to breathing. So I think that's like one of the really big things, you know, when it comes to healing and when it comes to transmuting different emotions. Right? So the environment is key. Right? The environment is key. Block out any negativity that is delaying negativity. Isolate it from that. And yeah, basically everything that I just said in the beginning about grounding. Pretty much. And if somebody that is holding on to unreleased, say, trauma, unreleased, unresolved pain, hurt, sorrow, you're going to be able to see that. It's going to reflect on to the people that they're around within their environments. This is why I, like, if I am in a state like that, I wouldn't even try to mesh my energy with other people's. And without solving it. Right? I'm aware of things like that, and I know that because I've seen it within the world, within other people. People be effed up in their head, emotionally unstable mentally. They lack love within them and around them, and so they transmute their inner world and project their inner world onto other people. I see it all the time. You see it all the time. You even see it on the internet. You even see it on this platform that you're watching me from. It happens all the time. It happens all the time. I ain't gonna lie, like, even now, like, in my head, like, I could just feel, I just got this feeling right now, like, where I'm at right now. It's gonna be really great moments to come ahead. Starting with this one. Starting with this one. You get what I'm saying? So, you see it all the time. And I tell people like that, like, you just gotta remind them, like, hey. So you gotta remind them, like, yo, you being insecure right now, because sometimes you don't even know them. Sometimes it's like you ain't even attack them, whether that's verbally, spiritually, and you never even attack them, yet they're just energetically aggressive, right? And this is what happens when you're not processing your inner being. You know, people can put on a face, put on a smile, and yet their inner world is projecting hate and destruction and oblivion, verbal oblivion. It's just a matter of just projecting self-hate onto others, and therefore there's no point in taking it personally. They need to solve their own shit. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, say if I were to feel If I felt like there was any unresolved emotions or issues going within, I wouldn't even really be around people until that's resolved. And honestly, it doesn't really take me a while. It might be intense at first, but it doesn't really take me a while to transmute that energy. I always transmute this dark energy, darkness. I always transmute it into light. But here's the thing, don't be afraid of the dark. Don't be, like, the darkness is such a great teacher. Darkness. Is such a great thing. It's such a profound space. And it's, despite it being very intense, but it's gonna eventually change. It's always gonna be subject to change. Through a matter of transmuting it. Some people just get stuck into that dark and don't go anywhere. Just indulge and immerse into it, and then they try to spread it around. That's not me. Please don't get that misconception that that's how I am. But if you do, I can't really do anything about that if that's how you perceive me as. I can't do anything about it, but that's just the best way I can explain it, though. Like, if you're willing to understand, if you're willing to listen to understand, this is just the best way that I can explain it. And I'm not the type of person, nor do I want to sit here and try to make an image and a perception of how I want people to perceive me. Like, I'm just saying this shit for what it is. Like, I don't care about an image. I don't care about a look. Oh, I want people to see me like this. I want to be perceived this. Like, no, but it's just what it is. I'm trying to explain to you that everybody is different. People are different. Not everybody's gonna think like you. Not even like me. Like, yeah, I can share my philosophy. I can share my ideologies. I can share my wisdom, my intelligence. I could share with you all of that. But it's just like, you don't have to agree with me at all either. Nobody gotta agree with me. You don't have to think how I think. And that's okay. Not everybody's gonna, even so, not everybody is even going to hear you, what you're even saying. Like, yeah, like, you could be talking and, like, some people's ears, it's just like, you look inside of it, it's just bricks. It's just bricks. So it's like, they can't even conceptualize your words. And so it's just like, hey, I don't necessarily expect everybody to hear me and get it. That's not really what I'm expecting either. Like, those that are just gonna hear are gonna hear. Those that are gonna stick around, just gonna stick around. Like, it just is what it is. And then when it's time to depart ways, then it'll just be time. You get what I'm saying? Like, everything is subject to change, good and bad, good and evil, light and dark. Everything is subject to change. It's just the way she goes. But yeah, but hey, I did the video the hamburger way this time. The last time it was the long way, this time. But oh, let me know if y'all want some. I got so many stories right now, bro. Like, ooh, I just thought about something right now. Just speaking of master numbers, like, speaking of master numbers, 11, 33, and those. Mm-hmm. Damn, like I feel like, you see how consecutive? I don't know. It's all there. It's all there. It's consecutiveness. I remember in booking, I was just looking at numbers, like for 12 hours. I'm just looking at numbers, just sitting down, counting numbers. I'm looking at the clock. And every time I look at the clock, it's always it's always like some symbolic number like that, or some significant number within my life path. I am one that analyzes numbers very profoundly, very deeply, that there's extremely symbolic. It's way deeper than just counting on your finger. Like, hold up. Counting on your finger, like it's so deep, like even within where the stars and the planets are at place right now, it's all lying at a degree. It's not just like, it's everything is measured, everything is, even from when you were born, everything was at a degree. Everything was, what's that word? I was gonna say the word measured, but everything was calculated. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, calculated. Even from how much you weighed. I was 1 pound and 11 ounces. Like, come on. I could have been any other ounce. You think that was for nothing? First letter of my name equals 11. Okay. Last number of my name. You know what? Hold up. Cause I could just go so far and just so on and on. Cause I'm about to get carried away, but it's just so much symbolism, bro. It's hard to even put it into words. Like some certain things, like it's, I don't even be knowing how to word it. Like it's just there. It exists. Like, and the best part, the great part about it is like you can put this into a practical sense. It's not like not necessarily like imaginative or like it's there. It's there. Like you can look the shit up. You know, like actually like look, type the shit. You feel me? Or you just feel it, you just know it. Like, shit, either or. What a life. But my name is Afuro. My name is Aquarian Dream. My name is Kiki. And you have been watching Afuro Jungle. If you made it this far, tell me, what did you think about this insight? What you think about this video? If you have any ideas on it, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate you for watching. I don't even know how long this is. I'm just talking. And man, I love that I'm back in my mode right now, because it's like I ain't really have much words recently. Like I'm just existing, bro. Like I'm telling you, like it's just that I'm just fueled off energy at this point. It's like I can't even like, I don't even want to overthink the shit, rationalize the shit no more, bro. Like this is just straight energy. Like yeah, this is me. You get to see me in my cellular thoughts, my cellular being. This is what I'm expressing to you verbally within my meat suit. And as you can see, I can go like so much farther in depth, but I'm really in between. Like, I'm in between the middle of making it interpersonal and just generalizing it. Because here's the thing, I know some of you are going to be able to relate and feel what I'm saying, and I know some people that are also confused. So I'm really just trying to break this shit down, like, you know, my thoughts, my ideas, my philosophy, my ideology. Just for better understanding, better understanding or understanding of humanity. Right? If you're not listening to understand, what's the point? Just exit. Just leave. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be here. You don't care. Then tune into something else. And that goes for anything. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. I want to say something, but you feel me? I just don't want nobody to copy my swag, though. You feel me? I just had this idea. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just keep it to myself and do something about that. But yeah, this is how I feel though. And I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you when I see you in the next one. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace.